What if there were 8 magical foods that you knew every time you go to the grocery store or order from Instacart or whatever you do to get your food have to be on your grocery list, have to leave the grocery store with you every single time, that you got to have in the house all the time, that allow you to hit your fat loss goals on autopilot? Well, in today's video, I'm going to break down the only 8 foods guys in their 40s and 50s need to get in shape, live a longer period of time, improve their testosterone, their libido, and most importantly, help them look great with their shirt off so they can build that confidence that maybe they used to have or have never had when it comes to their body. Let's start with the first food that's top of my grocery list every single week, and that food is non-fat Greek yogurt. Now, I want you to take some notes here, but the good news is I'm going to give you 8 foods, but I have a whole grocery list that I put together here that you can actually get for free. All you got to write in the comments is grocery list, and I'll send you over my top 10 with a few bonuses. I'll actually throw in about 6 or 8 bonus, I call them craving killers, that you can get and add to your weekly shopping list absolutely free. So just comment the word grocery list if you want it. But non-fat Greek yogurt is top of my list. Now, I get the version from Costco. So if you don't have a Costco membership, that's all good. There's a ton of Greek yogurt brands out there. What you want to look for is per serving, the Greek yogurt needs to be around 200 calories, and you want to be getting around 15 to 20 grams of protein per serving. And obviously, this is a non-fat Greek yogurt, so there's no fat in it, which fat's not bad. Fat's actually highly important. Like, it needs to be in your diet for you to optimize your hormones, optimize your energy and brain health and all that fun stuff. But when it comes to building meals that are quick and easy, I like to just control my calories, get a lot of protein, and then I get my fats and my carbs from other sources, which you'll learn about soon enough as we go through this grocery list. But non-fat Greek yogurt can actually be used for a number of things. You can use it as the base of your meal, which I do at night. I make these Greek yogurt bowls where I'll do a couple servings of the non-fat Greek yogurt, which gets me another 30 plus grams of protein. Then I'll throw in a handful of blueberries, which maybe not are on the list. I'll have to just keep that one to myself for now. Keep watching, and I have a few that you've probably never heard of, but blueberries. And then check this out. Sometimes I'll even throw in a little bit of raw honey or raw maple syrup. I know you're like, how do you eat that and get in shape? Well, it all comes down to calories and getting enough protein. All right. And so I just have these meals on autopilot, but non-fat Greek yogurt, get it, have it on your list. Promise you, it will make life so much easier. Now, we're sticking with proteins to kick this list off. The next one is eggs. Not a huge shock here. Now, I might throw in egg whites alongside this. So you have your normal, I go for organic free range eggs. They're just a healthier version of the egg, but get the eggs on your list. And then I like to get a couple cartons of egg whites because sometimes I just need to have a meal that's super high in protein. And I know egg whites are like the least sexiest food on the planet, but they can actually be part of a really fun and tasty meal. Sometimes I'll make egg whites with some hash browns. I'll throw in a little bit of ketchup. I know it sounds like it's too good to be true. Sometimes I'll even make protein pancakes and I'll add egg whites to the protein pancake mix. And that's just an influx of protein because egg whites is all protein. So you don't have to worry about anything besides the protein that you're getting, and that's it, right? So no fats, no carbs. It's a really good thing. Now, eggs have fat in it from the yolk. The yolk is very healthy and necessary. It has a lot of vitamins, really good stuff. Plus, it has some extra protein. But it's important to remember that the egg is a health food. It's got a ton of health benefits, amino acids. It's got vitamins, minerals. It's got a lot of good stuff. So I like to throw in a couple eggs in my diet at least once or twice a week, sometimes even more frequently. Sometimes I'll go stretches of weeks at a time where I'm eating eggs every single day. And it's just really good for you. So eggs are always on my grocery list. Number 3, all right? Now, keep in mind, I can make this easy for you. If you want to pick up my grocery list, I can send it to you. All you got to do is comment grocery list below or groceries, doesn't matter. I'll send you the link to get it directly absolutely free. All right, so get that. Now, I'm going to hold off on the next protein source. We're going to play around a little bit. I'm going to share with you a couple carb sources. The next one for me is English muffins. English muffins are lower in calorie than bagels typically, so I get to eat 2 English muffins for roughly the same calories that I would get from one bagel. Don't get me wrong, I love a good bagel. Sometimes I have bagels, but English muffins, when I'm trying to lose body fat, they're just a staple in my diet when it comes to my carb sources. They're more filling, in my opinion. You can make egg sandwiches with them. I toast them in the toaster, and I have them alongside my eggs or egg whites. Sometimes I'll just have them alongside some Greek yogurt because they're just easy. And to me, they taste really good. So English muffins are the first carb on the list. Now we're going to move a little faster here. Number 4 is air fryer potatoes. Now, what the heck are air fryer potatoes? What I do is I go to the freezer section and I'll get potatoes that are already cut up, ready to be air fried. I use the air fryer a lot. I'm just all about convenience, buying back my time. I don't have a lot of time to meal prep. I don't want to be in the kitchen for more than a couple minutes every day, throwing a couple things together and getting on with business, family, and all the other stuff that's on my plate, which I'm sure you're familiar with, right? Busy schedules. So air fryer potatoes, I throw in the air fryer. They're already chopped up, ready to go. A little bit more expensive than buying the potatoes, but to be honest, the time it takes for me to dice up the potato, season it a little bit, make sure it's all perfectly ready to go, and then throw it in the air fryer, I just prefer the convenience. Now, I get frozen hash browns too. Love hash browns. Probably my favorite food, honestly. I know it's weird. Hash browns, favorite food? What are your favorite foods? Let me know in the comments. What is your favorite food? Like, do you have a weird favorite food? For me, hash browns from IHOP. Man, honestly, could eat it every day. Like, no joke, hash browns from IHOP. Put that on the list of the Last Supper if we ever have to have one, all right? So, air fryer is a lifesaver, but the potatoes being chopped, diced up, or hash browned up, ready to go, game changer. So I get a couple of those. Now, where are we? Number 4, I'm looking at my list. So number 5, okay? I promised you 8, so we're going to get to 8. 93% lean ground beef. I prefer lean ground beef over chicken. Why? I feel like there's just more you can do with lean ground beef. You can, first of all, mix it with a lot of things. It's easily mixed, right? It's already ground up. You just fry it up, put a little seasoning, a little olive oil maybe. Got to be careful because there is a lot of calories in olive oil, but a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil, or just cooking spray if you're really trying to watch your calories. You can combine it with a lot of things. So I have a food coming up next that I combine it with that you'll see in a second. Or you just eat it by itself with some rice. You know, I use rice packets a lot. Actually, do I have rice on here? Maybe, maybe not. But if you get the grocery list, I promise you there's some extra foods on there that I always have on hand. Craving killers, convenient foods, all right? Just comment grocery list in the comments and I'll send it to you directly. I'll send you the link to get it. Anyway, lean ground beef, you can combine with pasta. You can combine with potatoes. You can make tacos, which we'll talk about in a second. Or you make burgers, right? Like lean ground beef just goes, heck, it even goes with egg whites. I know, like you might think gross, but trust me, when you've dieted down to 7% body fat, you got to get creative with your foods. Lean ground beef is also very filling, 93%. I don't go for the high fat. At times, when I'm just maintaining, I might buy 90-10, but usually I'm buying that 93-7, or I know they're out there. You got to find it. 96% lean ground beef, it's out there. Doesn't taste much different than the 93-7. So it's always on my list. Next up is tortillas. I like tortillas, once again, convenient carbs. I know I'm not buying all the perfect foods. I'm all about convenience and as much healthy food as I can get while maintaining my health. I get my blood work done every 6 months. I'm not ignoring health. I just know what works for me. And, you know, someone who runs a big business, I don't have time to be thinking too much about food all day. I like to just grab and go, especially if I'm trying to get really lean for summer or vacation or whatever. It's just, I go on autopilot. All right. Tortillas go great with the ground beef. Also go great with eggs, go great with egg whites. Super, super convenient food. So we got a couple more. Blueberries. This is my go-to for fruit. Now I know you're probably at this point thinking, where are the vegetables? Where the heck are the vegetables? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I leave the vegetable buying to my wife. She cooks up vegetables for our kids, and I usually have a serving or two. There's no like real there are calories in vegetables, don't get me wrong, but they're not like that high in calorie. So I don't really worry too much about tracking them. I'll have a couple servings a day, take a multivitamin. I'll throw in some spinach into my eggs sometimes. And yeah, I get vegetables just from mixing things that my wife makes with things that I make. All right. So blueberries is though my fruit that's on the list all the time. The last food, all right, is protein bars. I always have a stash of protein bars in the house because there are times where I need a quick 200, 300 calories with 20 grams of protein and I'm hungry and I don't want to make dumb, poor decisions. So I'd much rather have a protein bar, which are perfectly fine if you have one or two a day, totally fine, than order up some, peanut M&Ms because I'm just craving something sweet. I like to avoid being in a position where my cravings can override my discipline. All right. So it's just grab and go. I like to have protein bars. I personally like outright protein bars. You can get them on Amazon. They're created by my friend Mark Lobliner. Great protein bar. There's a lot of protein bars out there. So you might have to try a few before you find the one you actually like. Just pay attention to the macros on the bar, right? So make sure you're getting a protein bar that has a good amount of protein. I like to try to get 20 grams or close to it with under 300 calories, but do your own research, okay? Now, I have more foods. Don't get me wrong. That's not all that I have in my house or on my grocery list. But in order to get the rest, you're gonna have to comment grocery list below, and I'll send you the whole list absolutely free. Just all you gotta do is comment that. So if you want that list, comment that. I'll send you the whole thing. But those are my top 8 foods that I think every guy in his 40s and 50s needs to have on his grocery list to get abs, to get ripped, to lose fat. Okay. Take that to heart. Go check it out. Go make sure your grocery shopping is handled. And I have a video that I think you should watch next because it's very, very helpful. It's how to go from 30% body fat to 10% body fat as quickly and as healthy as possible. You can check that one out next. And if you want the grocery list, comment grocery list and I'll send it over to you. That's all I got. I got some more resources if you want to explore more in the description of the video, but that's all I got for now. Remember, life moves fast and make it count. I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.